Hey guys, it's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video, and today I want to give you my Theme Park Studio Wishlist. Now, I'm not going to bash the game or anything. This is just kind of the stuff that I want to see implemented in the game, possibly someday in the future, even if it could take a longer time, because some of this stuff could be a little bit far-fetched in development, because they would have to develop it completely, it could take a while. But I think it's something that could potentially make it to Theme Park Studio one day through updates. It's really, really a good game so far, and it's meeting my expectations at so far, and it's been getting a lot of negative feedback for some reason. It shouldn't, because it's actually a great game. So I'm going to go ahead and go over my wish list. I have a couple points that I've written down that I want to talk about, and here we go. So number one is the big one. I'm going to get it out of the way, management mode. This is what everyone wants to see in Theme Park Studios, management mode, where you can actually manage everything. You have money, limited money you can spend, You have to take care of your staff, and I'll get into that later, which there is no staffs currently right now. So I think management mode would be huge, and maybe someday they actually might be playing in it right now. I don't know, because management mode would be a huge part of Theme Park Studio that would attract a lot of people. I think a lot of people want management mode implemented into Theme Park Studio. So that's just huge. Be able to manage your rides and manage your park and everything financially. You have to have loans, just stuff like that. Have a park rating, and just, do some marketing for your park, just stuff like that. That'd be really cool. And get as much guests as possible in your park. So that brings me to my second point, is ride operators and staff. Something I really want to see, of course, is having staff in your theme park, janitors, maintenance, mechanics, stuff like that, food people, and pretty much ride operators. This is the biggest one right here that I want to see, is ride operators. Operators actually operating the rides, the thumbs up, and they actually check the restraints to make sure they're locked, stuff like that. I think that'd be really cool and add a lot of realism to the game. That would be cool, and I've actually seen people ask about it on, I think their Facebook page and stuff, and they actually replied saying that it could happen someday. They don't know when. I think they said something about that they actually might be thinking about it. So that's a positive. It could actually happen someday, but we'll just see. That's a really cool thing that I want to see. The next thing is just kind of some coaster options things that I want to see. Roller coasters have come along very nicely in Theme Park Studio, but I want to see something, a couple more options here. The first thing I want to talk about is kind of the catwalks on the tracks, which are available if you build a lift. The catwalks automatically come up, and on, I think it's block brakes on the back. So if you have a block section, it will also have a catwalk. I think it would be awesome to have the option to put the catwalks wherever you want. If you want to choose to not have catwalks, then you don't have to add them. Then, build your lift, you can build it on the right side or the left side, because right now it's set to whatever it wants to be. Sometimes they're on both sides, and sometimes it's just one side, and I want to see it where you can actually have it on both, choose where you have your catwalks. There might be certain places where I want to have them. Also, about the catwalks, I want to see there's just one little tiny thing that doesn't look realistic to me, and it's the catwalks just are really big, and the steps are very big on the catwalks. I think they need to scale the steps down a little bit and have more steps going up. I think it would look a little more realistic. That's a small thing, but that'd be cool. Another thing I want to talk about is wooden supports. I love the auto-generated supports, don't get me wrong, but there's some stuff I want to do sometimes that doesn't allow the supports to actually work. So if there's some way we could actually custom support wooden supports, so we can maybe have a inverted wooden coaster or something, that would be cool. I'm sure they'll fix that, or not really fix it, just actually add something to where you could have an inverting wooden coaster, because that's happening nowadays, which gets me to my next point. I want to see maybe custom tracks someday, custom tracks would be a really cool addition to Theme Park Studio, where you can actually create your own track type or something. I don't know. That would be probably very difficult for Theme Park Studio to implement, because that'd be a very advanced feature. Or maybe just implement something where you could have, if there's some 3D modelers out there that would want to create their own custom tracks. Just the matter of the fact is, I really want to see a track of Rocky Mountain construction. I just want to see an RMC style track. If they just put that in the game, I'd probably be satisfied, to be honest, with everything I have, because we already have the custom train editor and everything, so that'd be really cool. Also, coming to the train editor, I think it'd be cool if you could just slap on, in the front, maybe be able to add, photos, so you can add like a logo of the ride or something on the front of the trains and stuff. If there is a way to do that, please let me know in the comments. I don't know if you can or not. That'd be really cool to add as well. But I really just want to see RMC style tracks, because, I mean, come on, it's RMC. I mean, they make some really cool roller coasters. So, all right, the next point I want to do on this video, my next thing on my wish list is actually riding rides. Now, I know we can ride roller coasters already, but I want to be able to see us to ride every single ride in our park, even if it's not a roller coaster, even all the thrill rides, the gentle rides. That would be really cool to have, just be able to ride those rides. And I don't think there is a way right now. If there is, please let me know and say, Joe, you're stupid, You can already do that, but last I knew, you can't. But you might be able to. I don't know. Maybe you can only do it on your own animation rides. So, all right. My last point that I want to bring up, my last wish list on my last point on my wish list. I can't talk at all. Is some ride accidents and stuff like that, where you can actually kill your peeps or your people or your park guests and stuff. This would add a lot of attention to this game if you could actually have accidents on your rides and actually be able to kill or hurt your peeps. I mean, come on, or your guests, because that's just where a lot of people like to do on like Roller Coaster Tycoon. People love to do that. I mean, it's fun, because it's not real. So if it would be cool to have, like, maybe if you had an incomplete roller coaster, it would fly off the tracks, because right now it doesn't do that. It just goes directly back into the station at the same speed it ended. If you could fly off the tracks, and, like, maybe not explode, but, like, injure guests or kill guests, I don't know. But people would love to see that, and it would add some realism, too. I mean, if you could actually have accidents on rides and stuff. Maybe this goes back to the staff. I mean, if you could have to train your staff, and if they're not well trained, there could be maybe a safety hazard happen, like maybe someone flies out of the ride because they weren't safely in the train or something. I don't know, something like that. That would be really cool. And that's pretty much my wish list so far. If I do come up with anything, I might add it in the comments or something, but I want to thank you guys for watching. Please let me know in the comment section your wish list for Theme Park Studio, which is already coming together very nicely. If you don't already have it, be sure to check out some of my videos and see if it's something you want to get, because this game looks very realistic and it's coming along very nicely. The developers are doing a great job on it, and I can't wait. So, yeah, and they're also working on a undo button, so that's something to look forward to. I can't wait till I have the undo button. I've messed up so many times, by the way. So, I want to thank you guys again for watching. I've already said that, but there's just a lot of things I want to see in this game that will make it better, and I just can't stress that enough, because this game is going to be great. I know it, and the developers know what the fans want. And hopefully, maybe I can influence them here a little bit, because they've got a great game going. And my wish list isn't as big as I thought it would be, because it's already pretty well done. And I think just the biggest one, of course, is management mode. And maybe someday we'll see it. I'm not sure. It's up to the developers, maybe. if they get enough support and everything, that they could actually implement management mode. So that would be cool. And I actually just remembered something that I want to see that I don't know about. Sorry about this video dragging on, actually. Last point I wanted to make, I forgot to write it down, is actually park guest related. So I have the feeling the way it's going to be is there's going to be, your guests are going to be walking around the park, and they're not actually going to be queuing for the rides. They're not going to get in line and stuff, and there always are going to be just the guests that are already on the ride, stuff like that. I really want to see them actually walk around in the park, get in line, and get on the ride, on and off the ride, have animations like that. That was my last point. So sorry I dragged this out so long, but I didn't mean to. And I hope you guys enjoy your day and have a better tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.